Tinubu's government to sell 3 presidential air fleet aircrafts as jets gulp billions in maintenance. So he has directed the sales of 3 aircraft out of the presidential air fleet to be able to curb cost of governance. Yes, it's a good move. He's saying that the cost of maintaining those aircraft is gulping billions. Okay, it's gulping billions, and so he's trying to reduce the fleet by taking out 3 aircraft for sales. It's a good move, but is that actually the only move that has to be made, or is that the most significant move to be made? First of all, you are running a bloated government. How can you reduce the number of ministers and political appointees that you have? How can you reduce the number of personal assistants and all the people working for you? How can you reduce the cost of government or the cost of governance by, ensuring that budgets are not padded and bloated? Okay, this government has had a lot of accusations and a lot of issues with handling money, especially with the kind of ministers that they have. Starting with the Minister of Humanitarian Affairs, Beta Edu, a lot came when they were trying to nominate people and approve people for ministers, where Beta Bamila was, alleged to be collecting money from people to be nominated. Now we are talking about budget pardon, which Ningi revealed, and they suspended him. So we need to understand why, where, and we need to actually touchlight the real areas gulping our money. And you are reducing the presidential fleet, but you are traveling abroad with thousands of people because you want to. I don't know. Last time you went to UAE, I think basically was Qatar, and he went there with almost 1,104 people. Why? Why will you travel with 1,000? Well, almost how many aircraft did you carry that time? 2 aircraft or 3 aircraft filled with people who have no business in that trip, and you carried your 2 sons. Those are the areas that we are spending and wasting money. How can we run system like that? How can we run system like that? That is bad. So, in as much as you want to reduce cost of governance, like Nigerians are shouting, it is not just reducing the fleet. Because first of all, you reduce the fleet, you rent to be able to make up, that's fine, but what would you have achieved? You reduce the fleet, but you still travel with thousands of people, and you want Nigerians to know that you mean it very well. I also doubt that as well. So let's dive into the details. The Tinubu administration has decided to sell 3 aircraft from the presidential air fleet in a move aimed at cost-saving measures. The decision comes amidst concerns over the rising maintenance costs associated with the fleet. The presidential air fleet comprises 10 aircraft, including 6 jets and 4 helicopters. Can you imagine? So, however, if the proposed action is implemented, the fleet will be reduced to 7 aircraft. So, according to sources, President Tinubu is concerned about the escalating expenses involved in maintaining the planes, prompting the decision to dispose of the 3 aircraft identified as the most burdensome in the terms of maintenance cost. So, the president is uncomfortable with the rising cost of maintaining the aircraft. 3 planes have been, penciled down for disposal. The main reason is cutting down high maintenance cost. So I think officers in presidential air fleet were particularly concerned about the frequency of maintenance and how much it costs the nation. The president decided to let off the aircraft that constitute the most burdensome, a source told a national newspaper. So Tinubu, the aircraft has 6 jets and 4 helicopters, and now you want to dispose of 3 out of the 6 jets to reduce cost, and targeting 3 aircraft that are most burdensome in terms of cost of maintenance. It makes sense. That's fine, but the question is, Is that the only area Nigeria is wasting money? Yes, we really need to look inwards. As you do that, I also don't think that is the key area where Nigeria is wasting money. Because a lot of the ministers are looting, a lot of political appointees are looting, the governors are looting, and even the president himself cannot tell us that his own kitchen cabinet is not looting. So the thing is very, very, I don't know how to explain it, but it's quite disturbing that our politicians actually don't care about the people that they're representing and about the nations that they are working for. They loot with impunity. Nigerians loot with impunity. It is a very disheartening one. So that is what Tinubu had decided to do, to let off 3 out of 10 aircraft in the fleet, a fleet of 10 aircraft. And people are already reacting to that move. Somebody is saying, thank you, Mr. President. Let's cut down the allowances of senators and also monitor constituency projects they do claim they are doing because they don't do anything. So let us also watch our governors closely with EFCC because the public allocations are not used judiciously. Thank you, sir. Okay, and that is good. And it's always a good idea, but the Constitution does not give President the oversight function of the National Assembly and governors. Now, new ones want to be procured. Not be lie. We heard that they have procured new ones to replace them now. Oga, he can do it if he wants to. Irrational thoughts. But not be lie. If he wants to, push the lawmakers to cut down the allowances, he can do it. That is the truth. He can do it. There are ways things can be done. They want to divert these ones for their personal use in the name of selling it to. At the end of the day, the seller will still be the buyer with a looted fund from Nigeria's resources, which will later be siphoned again. The thing get as a bill. That is recycling. We know you already don't see anything positive full of it. Yes, now when bad things don't happen too much, nobody will believe them again now. So you cannot blame anybody that fails to believe them. As I always say, definitely, because criminal Tinubu has no political will to execute anything that will favor Nigeria. He is only there after Lagos to also grab Nigeria. To also grab Nigerian resources and run away with it if the help of his political narcotic criminal crew. With the help of his people, I mean. So you don't seem to follow the trend. Keep your mouth shut in case you don't know what to say. They already sorted themselves. So, up Tinubu, by the time you finish groundworking in this our nation, things will be better. Okay, is there actually groundworking? Is it actually groundworking? Not be small. Ask yourself, who is the buyer? Yes, he will be the one to buy too, just like selling and buying of NEPA. Not be here, not be he buy you, but he wants to sell. Anyway, Nigeria, day your hand, do waiting you like. God is watching you all. After selling them, the next thing is to buy another one, new one. Try cut down on the senator salaries to save cost. Exactly. Not even senator salary. Himself is collecting allowances from Lagos State as former senator and also as former governor of the state, earning pension. And now he's earning his entitlement as president. So by the time he leaves, he's going to earn entitlement for life as former president. So he's double dipping or triple dipping. Where is senatorial allowances? Where is Lagos State governors, ex-governors' allowances? And now presidential allowances. So you need to cut down. Okay? Just like Obasanjo has advised other governors to emulate what Alex Oti of Abia State is doing. Tinubu need to show, if you really love this country, he need to stop collecting all those allowances he's collecting when he's no more in those roles. That is it. That is it. So thank you for listening, and let's have your comments.